One moment, cleaning my eyes. Alright, so RWBY episode 11. Now even though it's short, it's probably about 4.5 minutes, something around there, it has a lot to take in, a lot to think about, a lot to discuss. So let's just jump right in, shall we? Alrighty, so the episode starts with Jean in a match with another student. Now if you notice, you would realize that this is actually one of the Team Cardinal members. His name, Cardin Winchester. So he's the leader of Team Cardinal versus the leader of Team Juniper, Jean. And they're fighting. Jean is obviously not doing well. He's out of breath, and he soon is taken down by Cardin, and Glenda Goodwitch cuts the fight. It's here that we learn that we've actually jumped forward in a few weeks' time at Beacon Academy. Now, I would have preferred to see some more of just every day going to class and what have you, but hey, I don't make the series. Okay, now what can we tell of Cardin Winchester? 1, he's pretty big. He's a pretty bulky, tall guy. And he has a giant war mace as his weapon. What does that transform into? Probably a rocket launcher, or maybe a light machine gun. I wouldn't put it past the creators to have it turn into some giant weapon that has, like, ginormous destruction capabilities. My brain, it's slow, it's morning. And with watching the episode a little bit further, we realize that Cardin is actually a bully. So now we have the classic bully and the bullied concept with Cardin and Jean, but really Cardin is just a jerk to everyone, and you know, it's not going to be a fun time. It's basically high school all over again. Also during this fight, we learn how the whole health system works in RWBY with fighting and tournaments and all that. They go by their aura count, I guess, which is their aura strength, because your aura strength breaks down the more you fight, the more you take damage, and all that. And basically, Jean was in the red, while Cardin hadn't even been hit yet. So maybe it counts as, maybe it's kind of an equivalent to like chakra from Naruto, or your power level from Dragon Ball Z. Something like that. I mean, obviously, it's some sort of measurement of power, endurance, strength, health, whatever. So that's probably going to play later on in the series. Probably gonna, come in handy. We also learned that something called the Vytal Festival is coming up, where all of these students from around the world, from all the different higher up academies, they're going to come to Vale, which is actually a country as well as a city. They're going to come to Vale, where they're going to have a tournament of sorts, where they're going to be fighting each other, and they're basically going to be showing off their stuff and doing all that awesome jazz. Now, it's during this tournament that Roman Torchwick is probably going to plot his whole attack on Beacon and take over of the city of Vale and all that, because what better way to do it than getting all of your enemies together and taking them out all at once. Then again, the risk is just as great, because you have a whole bunch of enemies to fight, but I'm pretty sure Roman Torchwick has a few tricks up his sleeve. Now, Pyrrha and RWBY both have they're both concerned about Jean, about him being bullied, him and his, how he's doing and all that. So is there possibly going to be some sort of love triangle going on? Because it's obvious that Pyrrha has something for Jean, and RWBY may be the factor that's like, oh no, I'm going to deny it every time I get. But in the end, we're going to figure out, yes, it's true, and that it was totally meant to be from all along. So that's definitely going to be something to look at, because honestly, RWBY and Pyrrha catfight would probably be something worth watching. And by the way, Team Cardinal is acting, who their leader is, what their personalities are like. They're probably not going to be a love interest for Team RWBY, because they're basically jerks. And that's not cool. Don't be a bully. Don't be a bully. It's bad. Alright, one thing that I did find almost totally ridiculous in some sense is the concept of a rocket-propelled locker. Now, yes, I see the upside on how it can transport weapons and armor to people in the field so they can, like, get weapons and armor quicker. But at the time being, it just seems like it's just there to be a very simple, obvious bully mechanism. I mean, what better way to stuff a dude in a locker and then have the locker fly away? I mean, that's classic comedy, but it's also a very... It's just... What's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think right now. It's a very obvious bully tool. There it is. But if you really think about it, the rocket-propelled locker may be used in future episodes to transport weapons and armor to the field, or Jean may lock himself in a locker and then propel somewhere else to go help his friends. I wouldn't doubt to see that in another episode. So, if that happens, I told you so. You owe me a soda, okay? Also, one more thing about Team Cardinal. I know you're probably dying to say this, but you can say that we told you so. Because, obviously, Team Cardinal, they're going to be a actual character development. There's going to be confrontation and confliction with Team Cardinal and Jean and probably all the other cast. So, you can say I told you so, because you did. So go ahead, tell me. Thanks. Thanks. You hurt my feelings with that taunting. Alright, so Jean's being bullied, and what can Pyrrha and RWBY do? They offer him help. If he ever needs help, that they can help him, and all that. Now here's something that girls really don't understand. There's such a thing as male ego, and every member of the male sex has it. As in, girls helping boys, that's really conflicting to their ego, because they have to be the protector. They gotta be the strong one. Now, I have nothing against girls helping guys. I got nothing against that. I mean, my male ego is probably one of the smallest, but it is there, because I know it is. But in the normal sense, that dumb dog won't shut up. But anyway, in the normal sense of a woman offering a man help in this sort of condition is only going to make things worse. Because a female's basically telling a male that she'll defend him when he has the built-in will and determination to be the defender. So basically, Pyrrha, Nora, RWBY offering Jean help is basically making things worse. His ego is just... his self-esteem is probably at the lowest of the low. It's sad. Another big thing that I saw in this episode is that there's actually another very common enemy concept in this episode, where there's hybrid people, where it's like they're part animal, part human, with the British girl, the Faunus. She was part bunny, I think, something like that. And British! That's hot. Will she be a future character? Maybe? That would kind of be cool to see. Maybe a secondary character. I think it'd be really cool to have, like, little secondary characters that kind of just come in for an episode and maybe just are just a backdrop character. But, you know they're there. Maybe Season 2. Maybe Season 2, more of those characters will start coming out. The big thing that we gotta take in from this episode is at the very end, Cardin's hard stare at Jean and a smirk smile across his face. Now, why exactly is that? I mean, did he just do it because he's a bully and that Jean is his prey and he's just happy that Jean is suffering? Or is there something deeper in that? I mean, is Team Cardinal really going to be working with Roman Torchwick like some of you guys said? Are they like double agents? Was there a feud a long time ago between the Ark family and the Winchester family, and now Cardin's taking it out on Jean? I don't know. A lot. It's a mystery, and we must find out. So let's split up and look for clues, and I'll see you guys next time I do one of these videos. Like and favorite if you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Peace.